Jurgen, that was a very uncharacteristic performance by your team in Europe. What do you put that down to tonight?
For the exact reason, I'm not 100% sure, but it was obvious. Yeah? So I think the start of the game was okay. Was like yes, like we wanted it. Then and then we had the timing for our defensive movements were not good enough. We didn't close the spaces in the right moment. We didn't react in the right situation, and so they could play through our formation. That was things like this happen in a game constant, but very often, but not as often as it happens tonight, and that costs energy because we closed these gaps then a bit too late, but we still closed it. We had to fight really hard for it, and then when you have the ball, you have to play much calmer than we did. There was not that much pressure for Napoli. It was like if you looked at how we played, you thought they were constantly on us, but it was not like this. We could have played really calmer, prepared the situations better, but we didn't, and so we didn't create a lot of chances. To be honest, the first half was still kind of okay, but second half then was not good enough, and it's always a bad sign if you have to say that your goalkeeper was your best player. Well, it was obvious tonight, but then the last minute or 89th minute, I think, yeah, we make another tactical mistake, and that's the problem. We didn't close the gap between Joe and Verge. We have to do that, and then we cannot react anymore. So that's how you concede goals. We didn't concede a lot of goals in that season, but that's the second in the same kind. So I think we should sort that immediately. But all the rest, in the moment I have to accept it, and I can accept that I have a big part of that performance is my fault for sure. But I need at least one night to watch the game again and to know exactly what was the fault. But it looked not like it should have looked.
It's a very surprising result for Liverpool tonight. What would you say your main faults for this result? But also at the same time, what credit should go to Carlo Ancelotti for the result for tonight? You mentioned Fox yesterday, perhaps in the jungle play when Lion probably took advantage of the Fox tonight. And what can you say also about Lorenzo Insigne, who scored a goal 5 years ago and again tonight?
First of all, I love your language. I'm not able to speak it, but it sounds so great. But 80% of your question I answered already. But because it sounds so nice, it's no problem. You can ask another question. Lorenzo Insigne scored more goals, so he scored 5 years ago a goal, and everybody's talking about that. So that's a bit of a poor story, to be honest. But yes, another wonderful goal, which in this case we helped a bit. So, and that Carlo Ancelotti is an outstanding manager. If you want to say he's a lion, I have no problem with that. Yeah, that's it. We lost a football game, and it's very often quite difficult to explain why you perform like you perform before you see the game again. And I'm pretty sure the reasons will be obvious, and then we will sort that. But tonight, we said it already, we were not good enough, and if you're not good enough, normally you lose football games, and that happened to us tonight. That's it.
Okay, Paul, who's got the microphone? Yes.
Jurgen, is there any update on Naby Keita? What has he done? Is it his Achilles or
no? Back. That's what I heard. Back problem.
It's a back problem.
Yeah.
Right.
So no, I don't know exactly. Okay. We have to wait.
Okay. Yeah, thank you.
3 without a win in the space of a week. You know, you blink and 3 games have gone. Is it, in a strange way, ideal that you have such a high-profile, difficult match coming up your way on Sunday with Manchester City?
So yes, it's a tough game, absolutely, and it's you see the time. The time is absolutely intense. What happened since the last international break? The games we had twice, Chelsea, stuff like that. Coming to Napoli, playing PSG, and now playing tonight on Sunday. Man City, we cannot change that. So we have to make sure that we are ready. And actually, I felt really we all were full of praise, or you were all full of praise about the season we played so far and stuff like that. And now tonight we didn't perform, and that's how football works. And against a good side in the Champions League, you lose. That's happened, not more. And we don't have to think now about intensity or whatever. So it's only we have 3 days to recover, and then we will face Man City. It would have been difficult anyway at any time in the season. So it's never easy against them. Yeah. And now let's have a look afterwards how the players are, what happened in the game, injury-wise, little knocks and stuff like that. And then we will prepare for Sunday, and then we have our crowd in the back, because I think tonight you could see Napoli used the atmosphere, and we couldn't calm it down with our performance. So that's it. And but on Sunday, that at least will be 100% different.
Jurgen, were you shocked by that performance, given how relaxed and confident they've appeared in previous weeks, and they seem to be so much on top of their game?
No, not shocked. But it was just after the first 15-20 minutes, Napoli played how they played, and we didn't adapt. So then that happens. So, do you want to have games like this? No. Did it happen already to me a few times? Yes, of course. And then you have to use it immediately. That's how analyze works then. So the boys still want it, but to want it is once, but you have to do the right thing in the right moment. We didn't do that, and that's of course then something we have to admit, and that's what we do, and we respect that. But it's not. How I said, that's why you don't want to lose, because it feels so average, and that's why we try everything to change that immediately. But tonight we cannot change it anymore.
If you look at the statistics tonight, there is a very surprising thing that Liverpool never had an attempt on target tonight. And do you think that Napoli won the game based on the defensive performance, how they prepared defensively this game?
They won the game because they scored a goal, but yes, they obviously no attempt on target is that I don't remember when that happened last time. I'm really fine to give that to the credit to Napoli. But I think we have a big part of that as well. So we can play much better. And they defended in a few situations in the last moment. That's exactly it. We don't have a lot of set pieces. We don't have, I think, one corner or whatever. No shot on target. That's all not enough. But it felt like this in the game. So we saw it already. And now we have to change it. Napoli made a really good game. We didn't. That's why I deserved the 3 points.